Hello, I'm the Beauty Professor, and you can find my beauty blog at beautyprofessor.net. We are on the cusp of a new year, and thus I am very excited to be sharing with you my 2017 favorites in the beauty and skincare category. I encountered some technical impediments with my camera, so I'm using my iPhone 10 to share with you my favorites. Nothing is going to stop me from making this video. Insight into how I selected the products for this video. I went back through my blog for the entire year and I selected between 1 and 4 key product launches for each month. So the entire year is represented in an even and balanced way rather than having all my favorites skew towards those things that I'm just using a lot of now. In fact, each of these launches are things that I still use in my regular routine, so I think that they've definitely made the cut and are worthy of inclusion in this particular video. Before we jump right in to the months and the products, I wanted to bring Jethro up to say hello. Hi everyone. He's a good sport. He was just hanging out on my lap, taking a nap, and I know you guys always like to see him in my videos, so I wanted to show him. Here he is. He's doing really well. He's sweet as ever, and I'm so blessed to have him. My product choice for the month of January is the 37 Actives High Performance Anti-Aging and Filler Lip Treatment. I am actually now on my second vial of this. This product is excellent for nourishing chapped lips, but it also, if you use it consistently over time, does increase the volume of your lips in a subtle but convincing way. The ingredients are impeccable, and I am just very much impressed with the 37 Active lines in general, but this is one of those products that is always at my bedside or in my purse, and I have a little bit on my lips right now. I put some on as a primer prior to lip liner and lip color, which I'll get to shortly, but I also put a little bit more on top for shine. So certainly it has a treatment component, but it also adds a lovely non-sticky, very plush shine. For the month of February, I've chosen the Sisley Paris Fido Blush Twist in shade number 1, which is Petal, and this is just a very flattering pale pink. The texture of these cream blushes is so exceptional. It's neither matte nor dewy. It's very creamy, and once you blend it onto the skin, the texture virtually disappears, just imparting a veil of buildable color. So I love just dotting this on the apples of my cheeks, and you get a nice flush that's not overdone and just super easy to do on the go. Also in February, I have chosen the Tom Ford Sheer Highlighting Duo and Reflex Gilt. I've talked about this particular highlighting pair many times over. In fact, I'm on my second compact and I have a third on backup. That's how much I love this. It's got the most luminous, radiant sheen that just makes the skin look really healthy, not shimmery. And it's got enough color to warm up the skin rather than make it look frosty and white. So I sweep it on the high points of my face. I even put a little bit in my forehead area for extra glow. It's so easy. For March, I'll be sharing the By Terry Sun Designer Palette in shade number 4, which is Savannah Love. I have been a complete devotee of the Sun Designer powders since they launched a few years ago, and have worn shade number 2, which is the nude version, so many times over. I was actually going through my makeup recently and found that I had 3 empty compacts of shade number 2. This is the easiest way to create a full face in a few seconds. And while shade number 2 is discontinued, I feel like Savannah Love is the next best thing, and it's beautiful in its own right. You have the kind of luminous true brown, a soft nude peach, which is mostly matte, very creamy, a beige, and then a luminous fuchsia, a very radiant gold, and a softly lit pale pink. So I'm wearing it on my face right now, and I used, of course, the side to contour and warm up my face, and then I used a mix of these top 2 colors for blushing. Get this one while it's still available. Highly recommend Savannah Love, and I hope that Terry never discontinues this. For April, I exercised immense restraint and am just talking about one product that I have used a ton. It's the La Métier de Beauté Longevity Cream, and I attribute my skin health and balance a lot to this year. I am on my 3rd container of this and am so pleased with the way in which it has smoothed my skin, brightened it, made it more even, kept it healthy and breakout free. It's an anti-aging cream you can wear day and night, and it also adds a nice soft luminous untinted glow. And the skincare benefits have just been really tangible for me. Love the Le Métier line, and while I use so many products from the brand, this is the one just based on sheer consistency of usage that I had to mention for this video. For the month of May, the Jouer Lip Topper in Saint-Tropez. I love the Jouer lip toppers in general, and I believe there's 6 or 7 colors at this point. Saint-Tropez is a very soft, radiant, luminous pale pink, but in general, this formula is ultra shiny. It's not sticky. It lasts for ages. It's just formidable in that regard, and you can wear it over a lip liner, kind of as a very soft lip, or you can also add it over existing lip color. It just performs beautifully in all contexts, and Saint-Tropez is one that I reach for a lot. For June, I have the Giorgio Armani Cruz palette. It was limited edition, but it's still available, and I'll make sure to link to it below. It is a trio of shades that just looks so beautiful on the eye for a very quick eye that's golden and luminous. There's a soft kind of white champagne at the top here, and then a very gorgeous gold, followed by a black that leans green, which I think is so cool on the eye. You can use it to smoke out the eye, put it on the crease, put it in your lower lash line. It's super versatile and looks really, really pretty on a spectrum of skin tones. So I'm thrilled that it's still available. For July, I have 2 products. The first is the Hourglass Confession Lip Color in this sleek stiletto case that has a refillable lipstick bullet. It's a genius invention and a fantastic launch for lip color lovers. I am incidentally wearing this shade, No One Knows, which is a fabulous peachy pink, very opaque, creamy, and long lasting. Looks like this, and I have swatches of all of the shades in this lineup on my blog, which of course I'll link to. But I think this was I feel like it was a very unique launch, and yet it has great utilitarian qualities. Certainly, it's a beautiful fusion of style and substance, or form and function. So, also for the month of July is the Clé de Peau The Foundation, and I can wear this in a few shades. At the apex of pure luxury when it comes to bases, this foundation is radiant, has impeccable coverage, looks like nothing on the skin except your skin just looks more perfected. It is a stunning formula. Certainly because it's infused with skincare benefits, your skin is getting a double dose of everything going on. Looking great, but also thriving under the surface because of the ingredients. I have swatches of most of the shades on my blog, so I'll link to that, but I can wear the beige 30. I can also wear the 030 and the 040. Because it's so sheer but then buildable, it just looks like a second skin, and the versatility of shade matching is pretty strong. For the month of August, I have 3 products, and the first is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream. Olive is my perfect match for most of the year, and it's a spot-on match for my skin. This has got, as the name would imply, extreme potential for full coverage, but you don't have to do it that way. Sometimes I mix it with a luminizer and sheer it out a bit, or you can just kind of spot apply it and then blend out. It looks like your skin, only better, and lasts a really long time without caking or pooling in pores. And it comes in a spectrum of shades. I always recommend it as a great, attainable, affordable foundation that still has fantastic ingredients and major performance power. Also, in August, we have the Marc Jacobs Iconic Palettes. Now, I have all of the iconic palettes reviewed on my blog, but the one that I use the absolute most, and this shows that because it's just been dug into a lot, is this shade Scandalust, which is 740. This creates kind of rosy neutral eye that lasts the day. There is no creasing with this formula, which is speaks to its quality. I can just blend it on really quickly, and I don't even use a primer, and it stays in place without moving. It's also really streamlined, which is great for your makeup bag. And then finally, for this month, there is the Charlotte Tilbury 3 products. They were all launched together. It's part of the Hollywood collection. And there's the contour wand and the beauty light wand, and then the dual-sided brush. So what's great about this is when you want to contour, and I've been having a lot of fun kind of just lightly contouring my nose and jawline with the pure brown contour. A little goes a super long way. And then you can use the thin side of the brush to go along the smaller areas like where you might contour your nose, and then use the wider side to blend into cheekbones, etc. The Beauty Light wand is one of my favorite highlighters. I recently rediscovered it, but I've been using it all year and am so enchanted with how luminous it is for a cream or liquid. It just glides on the skin and is completely invisible from a texture standpoint. So I have 2 of these floating around at any given point in time in my house, and super impressed. Get your hands on this. These are not limited edition, which makes them accessible this very minute. I am sharing the my Burberry blush palette. This is limited edition, but it is readily available on the Nordstrom site, and it looks like this. It is a textured or embossed pink with some luminous gold overspray, but even once that overspray is removed, you still have a very subtle pink cheek with a touch of luminosity. So it keeps its color integrity even after the overspray is removed. It is such a pretty pink flush. I'm always on the hunt for a blush that doesn't overpower the face because for whatever reason, all blushes I put on get darker. I think it's just my chemistry. So this one stays the same and looks pretty on a spectrum of skin tones, and certainly it's just visually, aesthetically pleasing in the palette as well. Also, the Natasha Denona Lila palette, which I have on my eyes right now. This palette, I have a lot of Natasha Denona palettes, and I love her as a person. I adore her line. Her products are so high performance and high quality. But the Lila palette is my favorite if I had to pick one. So this shows you how it's been used, definitely. It's gotten some wear. This is a collection of cool and warm rosy neutrals with, of course, some pops of intense color thrown in. I use a lot of these 2 shades. I use these 2 shades, these luminous ones down here. And certainly when you want to go for a bolder eye, the violet and purple shades look incredible. All of the shades are buttery, blendable, and stay in place all day. Once again, no primer for me. And I just kind of sweep it on, blend it out, use a little more of the mix in the lower portion of my under eye region for continuity, and we're good to go. Lila palette. Product discovery for September, and that's the 111 Skin Celestial Black Diamond Retinol Oil. This was one of my skincare finds this year. If you like the effects of retinol, but you don't want all of the peeling and tightness and discomfort associated with retinol actually doing its job, this is a fantastic way of integrating that ingredient into your routine. Because it's suspended in an oil, you feel its potency, certainly, and you'll want to go start gradually every other night, follow the directions. But I didn't get any peeling, even though my skin got glowier, smoother, retinolized, if you will, with usage. So whenever I need an infusion of that effect, I go back to this oil. It has this hydrating property, but it also was doing its retinol job. And that's what makes this so brilliant. October is a month devoted, in this case, to foundation formulas. The first is the Lipari Skin Caviar Foundation, which of course I've discussed many times. I have all shades swatched on my blog, but Lipari came out with a couple of new shades, and one is my perfect skin match. So it is satin nude, and it's great for NNC 27 to 30 skin, which is mine for most of the year. Even though I can wear this in late summer, I can also get away with wearing it in the winter. So it just matches me. It's got, of course, the applicator for this super creamy, luxurious formula, and then a corresponding concealer on top. I can't say enough good things about the Skin Caviar Foundation. It's not hype. It is everything you would want a foundation to be in terms of finish and performance and longevity, but also in terms of skincare. It is a worthy splurge. Other foundation that's been a massive part of my routine this year, and I picked it up in the month of October, is the Suku Frame Fix Moisturizing Solid Foundation. Now, it looks like this. I actually have a backup because I know I'm gonna run out of this soon. It still goes a long way. It's got great coverage. It also, because it's a solid cream, has immense moisturizing properties, but it looks so natural on the skin, and once I apply it, I don't touch up the rest of the day. I just don't. And I would say my skin is normal. It's neither dry nor oily, so if yours isn't the same, I would guarantee you'd probably have the same experience. Anyway, I wear shade 203, which is Warm Bisque, and that's my match in all Suku foundations. And if you like a cream foundation, start with this. We are almost there. For the month of November, I have another foundation. This is the Sappho New Paradigm Foundation. A beautiful green ingredient, clean foundation. It's carried now at Neiman Marcus, which is what prompted me to try it. I wear shade number 8, and it is a spot-on match for my skin. And the foundation itself, no scent, it glides on, it's healthy for your skin, you get no negative reactions, and it looks just like a beautiful skin finish. So, of course, you guys know I'm a foundation file, and I believe in a foundation rotation or a foundation wardrobe. So I use all of the ones that I discussed with you in the week. I mix it up, and just depending on my mood and my skin needs for that day. I hope if you haven't heard of this brand, you give it a try, because it is a lovely independent brand with a fantastic foundation formula, medium to full coverage. Also for that month, I have the Orbe Lip Lust Cream in Tropic Flame, which is a crazy departure from my normal peachy pink nudes. Of course, that's where my taste lies, but this has made me a believer in a brighter color. I did use it in my last video, so you can see it in action there, but truly, if I needed to wear red for any reason, this is the color that I would grab right off the top. It's an orangey red, and it just brightens up the whole face without, I think, overpowering it. You can get away with a lot less makeup everywhere else because it's such a strong color, but it wears beautifully. No cracking, no drying, no migrating. The formula is what just like sends me over the edge. Speaking of brilliant lip color formulas, I have to mention the Surratt Le Baton Rouge lip color. This is a genius invention by Troy Surratt. It's a dual-sided lip color. On one side, you have a very creamy, full coverage, nearly matte lip that you can just blend on like a liner or as a lipstick in general and fill in the lips. On the other side is a powder that corresponds, and you just tap that on. It adds incredible dimension and volume to your lips. It also kind of seals in the color you've just applied, and your lips look pristine for hours on end. So I bought this in 2 shades. I have the Quintrelle and also the Galouchère. Good grief, you know I don't speak French, but I'm doing my best here. And the Quintrelle is like a great My Lips But Better rosy nude. The Galouchère is a cool red. So it's bright, but it's cool. So almost like a cherry red. So unlike the Orbe, which is an orangey red that I love, I also appreciate the sheer coolness of Galouchère as an option if I want to be a little more cherry pink red. So, side note, my husband and I were looking at new cars yesterday, and I was taking my car to the lot while we were looking, and so he cleaned my steering wheel. He's like, just in case we do a trade-in or something. My steering wheel is so covered in makeup, it's embarrassing. But this, my friends, is why. I mean, yes, I wash my hands, yes, I'm wiping things off, but it's just the hazard of the job, I think. I always have a little bit of makeup on my hands. Can anyone else relate to this? It's my life plight. Anyway, didn't get a new car. I'm keeping my current one, and I still love it. That's the end of that story. For the month of December, I chose a few more products than in the other months because there were just a lot of new launches and things I had to mention. The Sunday Riley Autocorrect Brightening and Depuffing Eye Contour Cream, which has a luminosity and immediate hydration to the formula that for me works well with my skin type and my eye needs. I just sweep it on day and night across my orbital region, kind of blending upward, and I love the fact that it gives a glow while still, of course, doing its eye cream thing. It also has caffeine, which kind of tightens the skin and invigorates the area, so there's a lot going on in this formula. Also, I adore the Chantecaille Cheek Gelée in Lively, which is a peachy pink. The Cheek Gelée, if you haven't tried it from Chantecaille, is so beautiful because it's sheer and lightweight and has a glow but also has color. It's translucent. Then there is the Agresa Eye Tint in Bronze. So this didn't launch in this year. It's been around, but I rediscovered it in December and used it in a post, and so I am including it in this video for this month. Bronze looks like this. It's like brown and bronze and rosy gold all mixed up together, and good grief, it's great for creating a soft smoky eye that has kind of a warm neutral vibe. What's fantastic about the Agresa line in general is, of course, it's clean green beauty, no toxic ingredients. Svetlana, who's the creator of the line, she is adamant about making sure her ingredients are impeccable, and therefore they are, but also it's high performance, so this does not crease on the eye. It truly stays on and is a smooth veil of color, does not budge. You haven't tried anything from Agresa yet, give Bronze a try. The Patrick Star MAC collaboration lip color for December, it's in my most recent post, and this is in She Better Work with a whole lot of R's. This is a beautiful creamy mid-toned nude pink, and it just looks amazing on the lips. I love this matte color so much. I think he nailed it in this lighter nude range because it's not light enough to wash out the face. It doesn't turn dark, so it stays pink, and that is important with a nudish lipstick. And it's creamy and hydrating. It stays in place. It is limited edition, so if you're interested, hop to. Finally, for December, I wanted to mention the Lawless Beauty lip color. This is in Jake and Leo. Lawless Beauty is another independent makeup line that right now is focusing on soft matte lip color, but I do believe that Annie has plans for other makeup formulas in 2018, so I'm excited to see what she comes up with. But this is green beauty that, you know, has no offensive ingredients. A little of this goes such a long way. You just need a tiny touch. And she created all of these lip colors in her initial launch to be able to be layered or used together to customize a new lip color, which is what so many of us do anyway. People will be like, what's on your lips? And like 17 things. Well, I've tried and appreciated so many different fragrances this year. I've really been sticking with one daily, and that is the Maison Francis Cartesian Baccarat Rouge 540. I'm showing it to you in the travel size, but I shot it for this post in my full size, which I'm like down to here on, so I'll need to get some more soon. It smells like nothing else I own, and I feel like in so many ways it's like my scent, the scent that I go to when I'm putting something on without thinking. It's amazing. So if it speaks to your nose, then you might find it's your scent as well. Finally, I wanted to discuss some perennial beauty favorites for me. These are things that are always in my makeup bag, and I reference them heavily all year long, and link to all the additional details below. So in no apparent order, there's the Chanel hand cream. Also, the Orbe Après Beach Wave and Shine Spray. While we're on the topic of hair, the Miriam Cavado Gold line in general is incredible. This is my hair not having blow dried it or anything. I just ran a brush through it after washing it last night, and it just makes your hair so soft. I used the shampoo and the conditioner. I am still a fan after all these years of the Tom Ford Stick Foundation in 6.5 Sable. The Orbe nail polish in the nude is so good. It is all that's ever on my toes. I don't paint my fingernails really at all, unless it's a very special day. The Victoria Beckham Estee Lauder Glow in Honey is fantastic. I have two of these floating around in my house. You can use it, this is Hourglass, you can use it on your face to kind of add highlight. It's a dewy, wet look that does dry down. The Shuamura eye foils in general, but I always have bronze in my purse because you can create a super fast eye with this. The Viteri Preciosity Flashlight Dual Compact. Whoa, so good. This is my second one. I love the fact that it's got some color to it as a highlighter goes, but you can use it as a finishing powder. You can use it to warm up the face, to brighten the face. It is limited edition, so get your hands on it if you can. The It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I have gone through like 5 tubes now, and if I needed to just grab one mascara and go, this would be it. Discovered the Pat McGrath lipsticks this year, and because she launched them at Sephora, and the shade Sextrology, what even say? Sextrology is this great peachy pink. I have great like static swatches of it on my blog, but so opaque. This is pigment packed. The Clé de Peau cream concealer, which I'm wearing in almond under my eye, and also the Sisley eye concealer in numbers 2 and 3 depending on my skin tone. So that's an option I wanted to mention because they're both always floating brushes around. I pretty much use 3 brushes most of the time. The Surratt Artistic Cheek Brush, and I have 2 of them, one in my bathroom, one in my purse. I'm always using it for blush and bronzer. It is absolutely sublime. I also use the Wayne Goss Airbrush. This is for highlighter because it's soft and you've got this tapered tip and you can just really get in there to highlight the face. Then I use the Jenny Patikin multi-blender brush. It's domed. I use that for blending out concealer. Also, there is the Hourglass panoramic lip pencil in canvas, and I'm wearing that right now under my lip color. It's waterproof, so it stays in place all day. To close, I have some lip and eye products. Here we go. These are the things on heavy rotation. Sisley Fido Lip Twist, Sugar, always. Tom Ford Ultra Brilliant Gloss in Tawny Pink. Incredible. Once again, swatches on my blog. The Clé de Peau Radiant Rouge in number 11, which I've gone through like 3 or 4 tubes of. Great nude peachy pink. The Tom Ford Eye Color Duo in Golden Peach. This one is almost loving the Sisley Brow Fix. This is the Fido Sourcils Fix in shade number 2. That is a brow mascara. Sweep it in. 2 is a really great ashy dark brown. Finally, the Galactic Luminous Face Powder in shade light and shade medium. I can wear them interchangeably. I have medium on today. I had light on yesterday. But this powder creates such a beautiful canvas. You can use it as foundation or as a finishing powder, as a touch-up powder. It's got coverage and luminosity. I have nothing like it in my collection. So this, my friends, is the problem with doing a video once in a while, is that I want to just tell you everything. So if you have made it to this point, thank you so much for hanging in there and watching. I hope you saw some products that have intrigued you or interested you. I welcome your questions and your comments. I would love to know what kinds of content you would like to see in this coming year. And of course, we'll redirect you back to Beauty Professor, where I have links and swatches and images of all the products I've discussed today. I wish you blessings and good things in 2018 and look forward to interacting with you in this new year to come. Thanks so much and take care.